Are you traveling to Tokyo for the first time? Well, stay tuned to find out how to make the most of your trip, get essential travel tips for your stay, and how to avoid common mistakes first-time travelers make when visiting this country. And of course, this video will be filled with price breakdowns, useful information, and stunning scenery to prepare you for your vacation. So if you're feeling overwhelmed with planning your vacation, then you need to watch this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, I'm Jasmine. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's go. Tokyo is one of the most exciting cities to visit, not just in Japan, but in the world. It's an absolutely massive city with so many fun and interesting things to see and experience. It's the perfect blend of traditional and ultra-modern styles and really is unlike anywhere you've been before. So if it's your first time visiting, I really hope this travel guide helps you make the most of your time in Tokyo. You'll want to know some basic tips, first of all, but keep watching till the end for even more essential tips and common mistakes to avoid for first-timers that you won't want to miss. The currency in Tokyo is the Japanese yen, and while credit cards are becoming more widely accepted, especially in larger establishments, many places still primarily deal in cash, so make sure to carry enough yen around with you. ATMs can be found at convenience stores like 7-Eleven. Another thing to keep in mind is that free public Wi-Fi isn't common, so you'll want to grab a portable Wi-Fi device or a prepaid SIM card before you go to save yourself any unexpected data bills. And trust me, you will need the internet, because using Google Maps to get around is vital for your first trip. Otherwise, you might get a bit lost. Tokyo can be pretty expensive, but that depends on your travel style. There are options for various budgets, and you can find anything from luxury hotels to more affordable hostels, and street food can be a good cost-effective way to enjoy local cuisine on a budget, as well as using public transport and taking advantage of the free attractions and activities available. But overall, most travelers can expect to spend between $25 to $150 per person per day, accommodation costs around $10 to $50 per person per night, and then you'll spend around $25 to $100 per day on food. I know they're pretty wide ranges, but that's the reality. It's very hard to say as everyone's preferences are different. But it is possible to visit Tokyo on a budget if you need to. Now, the best time to visit Tokyo, I would say, is during spring, which is March to early April, when the cherry blossoms are in full bloom, or in autumn during October to November, when the weather is more mild and enjoyable. Keep in mind that Japan experiences a typhoon season in late summer, so it's best to avoid that period. It can also get very hot and humid during the summer months between July and August. With so many parts of Tokyo to visit, it can be overwhelming planning on where to base yourself. Tokyo has some amazing neighborhoods, and where to stay will depend on what you're most interested in doing. My recommendation for first-timers would be to stay in the Shinjuku or Shibuya districts, as they're pretty central, vibrant, and offer a good mix of entertainment, shopping, and dining options. They're also well connected by public transport, making it easy for you to explore other parts of the city. Another good reason to stay here is that most hotels and restaurants have English-speaking staff, as a lot of tourists stay in this area, so this will help you out for your first time. Another great place to stay is Akihabara, which is considered the heart of otaku culture, and where you'll find tons of arcade games, electronics, maid cafes, and anime shops. It's an amazing place to explore at night, and if you're a bit of a techie or gamer, then you'll love it here. Tokyo is such a diverse city that offers tons of things to do for every type of traveler. The city seamlessly blends contrasting attractions where one minute you'll find yourself looking at the mass of vibrant neon lights, and the next you'll encounter the serene ambiance of the authentic traditional temples and shrines. So what are the must-see attractions for your trip to Tokyo? Well, no trip is complete without joining the sea of people in the busiest intersection in the world at the Shibuya Crossing. It's the busiest crossing in Japan, with up to 3,000 people at busy times, crossing at once in all directions, and is such a crazy experience that I'd recommend you check out. Another must-see is the Sensoji Temple. It's one of Tokyo's most popular religious landmarks. It's free to enter, and is located in Asakusa, where you'll also find the Nakamai's shopping street, which has lots of unique, authentic Japanese souvenirs. Tokyo is amazing for food lovers, and a visit to the Tsukiji Outer Market is a must. It's the most famous fish market in Tokyo, and is a great place to experience Japan's market atmosphere, while indulging in a delicious array of seafood and Japanese street food. It's free to wander around, or you can book a food tour. If you're looking for somewhere to go bar hopping, I'd recommend a visit to the Golden Gai, which is located within Tokyo's Shinjuku district. It's made up of 6 tiny alleys packed with almost 200 bars, each with its own unique vibe. It's a very cool area to explore and drink with the locals, and if you want to find somewhere to eat before heading over, Then take a trip down memory lane, otherwise known as Omoide Yokocho, which is a small alleyway that is lined with great restaurants and food stalls. Some other cool things you shouldn't miss out on when visiting is to take a stroll through Yoyogi Park or Ueno Park, visit the famous robot restaurant and see their crazy 90-minute show, or discover the tallest tower in the world at the Tokyo Skytree, where on a clear day you can see Mount Fuji in the distance. Tickets cost around $19. There's also lots of cool museums to check out too. So now you know a little about what there is to do, where to stay, and when you should visit. You'll need to know a few things before you go. So, as promised, here are some tips to help make your trip go even smoother. You won't see many public trash cans around, so be prepared and bring a plastic bag with you. Leaving your trash in the street is super rude and very frowned upon, of course. So take your trash with you and dispose of it when you can. Don't tip. Tipping is not a common practice here and can be considered rude. Exceptional service is already included in the prices. Don't bother with taxis, as Tokyo has a super efficient and extensive public transport system and is the easiest way to get around. It might seem scary at first, but you will figure it out quickly enough. And all the signs inside trains and on the platforms are written in English, as well as the ticket machines. Get a prepaid IC card such as Suica or Pasmo for even easier travel. It's kind of like a rechargeable debit card, and most shops accept them. You can even download the app to your smartphone. Learn some basic Japanese phrases or use a translator app. While many people in Tokyo speak some English, learning basic Japanese phrases can make your trip a little easier, and also show respect to the locals. Know the local etiquette. Avoid eating on trains or when walking around the streets. Also, talking loudly or making noise on a train is considered incredibly inconsiderate and will be frowned upon by other passengers. So keep your phone on silent and don't be that person sharing their whole conversation with the whole train. Japan is known for being very polite and respectful of others, so you should respect that too when visiting. I hope this video has helped you to plan your trip, get excited about going, or gave you that nudge to book your next vacation in Tokyo. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel guides and essential tips, and I'll see you in the next video.